one is pretty doable, I think.
Okay, well, we will see, and you can probably predict how each of these players are going to play. I mean, I can guarantee, you know, if apeX spawn on what we like to call the vacant side, Swanee will find himself that platform, and he will sit the platform the whole game. He will hold mid-map. McGee will be on defense, probably behind the glass. Guitarga and Tommy will be pushing up as a duo, trying to make those kills.
McGee as well, as they spawn on the other side of the map, McGee will no doubt jump on towards high ground at least 2 or 3 times throughout the game and try to control the entire map from there.
Yeah, and I have noticed that McGee, when they try and push down the dock side, he'll actually took himself behind the little crates that allow him to look straight through the bunker so that he's cutting off the spawn and can pick them off, allowing apeX to relay flags when they are all correctly set up.
In addition, Fariko won't be able to hide down there.
Well, exactly, that's right. So it's just cutting off all corners. There's no place to hide with McGee.
However, Fariko are exceptionally good when it comes to making their entries onto the docking bay.
And let's not forget what T1 said to us before. He has never lost on Dome Capture the Flag, apparently.
Never.
Apparently, this is Fariko Dragon's best map. And
I don't see anything in the statistics.
Well,
they managed to get a single win with 3 caps, 0 against.
Yeah, and that, who was that against? That was Western Wolves, I believe, yes. And he says it's his favorite map, so...
apeX Pro, on the other hand, have played Dome once as well. 6 caps with 3 against.
Okay, well, a convincing win once again.
But but every single team, it's been a difference of 3. 3-0 and 6-3.
Should be a good game. And one of the frustrating things about this map is despite its small size, when we go into the stalemate situations, it tends to just continue that way towards the end of the game because it's very easy to defend a flag if you have it in your spawn.
We will obviously see all the barrels inside the dome being blown up the instant we move in. Same with the docking bay. Let's see how this is going to go. Let's see how the players are going to come out on towards this field. We're going to hop on board on Delta. We're going to be on the dome side, and it's going to be starting off with none other than Fariko Dragons, who have the difficult challenge of getting inside a vacant side.
Yep, they are currently trailing in this best of 9 series 3-1. I mean, if you just look at this grand final itself, it's currently 1-1 on score, but the 2-0 handicap that apeX have is certainly going to stand them in good stead. And this is going to be the push towards dock. This is where you will see most advancements by both of the teams. It is the favored route to pull the flags, but not the only route.
Torres, of course, in his defense. Excellence trying to move out as a PP9 together with Monks, who's on that long. In the meantime, Fariko, tier 1, looking to defend as well, actually. Very unconventional. Is actually going for outside? Really? Interesting.
Making a push up, takes out Guitarga. This is quite good from Fariko Dragons. Cutting back into the loading bay side. This is the side he wants to be pushing. Who is this? It's taking a lot of fire. It's excellent. It's going to be Tommy that makes that final
Tier 1 in towards support, though. In the meantime, Monks managed to get Guitarga with a barrel. That's why it should always blow up every barrel on sight.
Let's see what T1 can do here. Just reloading his gun before he lunges out. He's going to have to make a challenge. Oh, and he somehow gets the better of Tommy despite him reloading at the time. Oh, and this is a horrible situation for Team 1.
He needs some support from one of his teammates. Excellence is looking to support him right there. Excellence gets McGee. Well done as Tier 1 tries to get the entry inside the actual vacant area and pick up the flag. Where is his support? There's Torres, there's Monks, there's Excellence. Tier 1 still somehow managed. Oh, that knife! Oh, unlucky.
T1 almost taking out Swanee.
He was inside a vacant building for at least a minute, and that's pretty much unheard of.
He sneaked right around the back, but Swanee was aware of it. Guitarga and Tommy now picking up the kills against Monks and Torres. Excellence has revealed his position. It's going to be Tommy who gets the better of him. Guitarga takes out T1. It was 4 down for a very brief period of time. Monksy just spawning in time to stop Guitarga's advancement. Oh, also taking out Tommy. Some brilliant defense here from Monks. Falling at the hands of Swanee. Out ACR'd. We've seen Fariko Dragons congregate
they're back
to the dome.
Yeah, they're back towards the drawing board, but they need to watch out that they don't get completely naded to crap inside of the dome. Monk's getting himself too. It's time for the Dragons to move out once more. They have pretty much broken out of the cell. It's time to exit entrance here on towards the gold passage. Needs to watch out. Nobody in the back. That's actually quite surprising there was nobody in the back there.
Watching T1, the stun did come in, but they don't know he's around there. Oh, now they do. We can hear some gunfire.
Beautifully done, letting his teammates set it up. This could be the cap we've been waiting for from the Dragons. Wow, look at this. The support is on the outside, there's support on the inside, support from Monks. This could be the cap. This is the cap.
Monk's been so defensive, but in a brilliant position actually to support. There we go, picking up the kill against Guitarga, who tried to go through the bunker.
Tommy
Watch out.
Ooh, yeah.
There we go. First flag capture in favor of Fariko Dragons.
On the more difficult side.
Well, they're putting up a good fight and bringing it to Apex now. They are not out of this tournament by any means.
Could this mean that the Dragons are going to continue their spree of never losing on Dome?
Well, it looks that way so far. I mean, it's only one flag, and I'm sure things could change. There's probably going to be at least one more flag capturing the remainder of this game.
Well, Monks is definitely saying no, Gataga. You shall not pass. Tries to get in there. Let's see what kind of overview they have. Ooh, they've got somebody in. It's Tier 1 again. Hello, Tier 1. You're doing well.
He's running those flags, being so objective, so aggressive, and continuing to push up now. He's going to be going past these shipment blocks. And here we go. This is looking great for Fariko Dragons. Monks has been stunned. T1 has escaped the stumps. And there's the cap.
2-1, 2-0.
2-0 to Fariko Dragons. And it's been a while. I don't know if Fariko ever won a Reflex.
No. Yin has won a Reflex, I think. No, they haven't, because it was Reflex, it was Reckless, Mythics, Apex.
Apex just storming through, winning every time. Well, at least the last 3 times. Here we go. T1 takes out Gataga. Well, they're 2-0 up. And we're seeing T1 introduce an AR to the scene. They're probably going to play the next round extremely defensive. I know Monks will not be pushing out of that corridor. He'll just be lying down, probably behind the table, maybe behind those barrels at the back. Oh, Gataga with a 2-piece. Trying his best to get in there, but T1 going to end him with the Semtex. There we go. T1 taking out Tommy.
T1 being an absolute key player here for Fariko Dragons. Coming up on top every single time, running every flag, doing defense, and being sublime in general. And we have ourselves another potential push. Monks is actually on the high ground.
It's one of them plays, T1. You either love him or you hate him. I'm a bit of a T1 fanboy myself, I've got to say.
I noticed.
Yeah, I do like T1. He's a very...
Even though he's getting a little bit wider now.
Okay. I mean, you know what? He's a really good player and he's a nice player as well. It's all just banter at the end of the day.
It is.
Some of the stuff that he shouts is absolutely hilarious. But there we go. Round number 1 on Capture the Flag Dome is going to end 2-0 in Fariko Dragons' favor.
2-0 it's going to be here at Reflex GT, as the Fariko Dragons already managed to dent the shining armor of Apex by winning a single map. Heresy, some people would say.
Yeah.
But we're going to move on towards the second half here on Dome in the third map of this grand final. If Fariko wins this map as well as the next map, they will have tied it back up with Apex. And that's definitely something that you can be excited about. The Gataga, the small Frenchman, the man with a plan, and he's on his way to the vacant side. He's going indoor. He's going to try to run his flag with Swanee getting himself a beautiful 2-piece with the ACR. He's going to have to pick up this kill here. That's going to be the one, and now he's going to run the flag. This could be a ridiculously fast run. Does he have support, though? Yes, he does.
I mean, when we talk about MVPs for this actual tournament, there's 3 people that immediately come to mind, all of which are playing in this grand final.
Gataga is 1.
Gataga is 1.
T1's 1.
T1 is 1. Can you guess the third?
Excellent.
Almost. It's going to be Torres.
Oh, of course.
You're on the right.
His ACR skills have been pretty much unsurpassable.
It's going to be one of the 3 for me, so I'm going to be watching how they perform here in this grand final.
So 2 SMGs and an ACR.
Yeah. Well, let's see how they do, and if they can keep up their strong performances that they've shown throughout the tournament. McGee goes down by T1. T1 pushing into the spawn. Oh, Semtex kill against Swanee. Gataga now, and Apex really struggling against Fariko Dragons. T1 has said his favourite map, his strongest game type on it. Target with the reload, needs to get that flag return.
McGee, as predicted, on the high ground.
McGee there, just defending as much as possible. Tommy's going to push through loading bay. Excellent, picking up the kill against Gataga. Fariko T1 shutting down Tommy. Oh, and McGee dropping to the floor as well. Oh, and T1 taking out Swanee. They could potentially capture another flag. Gataga's going to try his best to prevent that.
3 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock on the second half here. McGee does not get the turn on right there, and then also, yeah, with 2 down here, this could actually be a push for Fariko. Could they actually make their comments true? Monks and himself a beautiful 2-piece. McGee is going to be the last one.
Oh,
wow,
Monksy.
and then a 3-piece with the MP7. Swanee needs to do something quickly. Where did Monksy go? Well, he went out there somewhere. Gataga with the chase as well. Where's the flag? It's just outside. He's going to get shut down. Tommy and Swanee coming in. McGee, can he do something here? Torres has the flag. Tommy has to counter the flag, but is it going to be enough?
Those were such
Oh, I
important
don't think it's going to be enough.
stun grenades and Semtexes to actually make them drop that flag. It did eventually get picked back up, but it allowed apeX to have the time to actually bring this to a stalemate. It is not what they want. They are trailing by 2 flags, so it's going to be up to Guitarga to push in there.
Who wants to take the flag away from Torres. Torres with the ACR sitting somewhere inside that building, and now they know he's here. Here quickly reacts. Semtex goes out, tags up one. Is not going to pick up on towards the second. And the heavy fire.
Goes for the challenge against Excellence, but it doesn't pay off. He was in a difficult situation there, and he knew he had to do something. Oh, and the flag goes down. It's going to be Tommy that drops it. McGee is just going to lie in wait. Oh,
Swanee, well done.
brilliant stuff. Swanee's there. He's going to follow it up. There's the 2-piece. Oh, and unfortunately, he isn't going to be able to kill that flag carrier.
Swanee trying to find T1. Where is T1? T1 is in the middle of this particular structure.
Almost getting that kill. It's actually going to be Excellence that prevents Swanee from succeeding. Guitarga has picked up the flag, though, now. Flag has been dropped in the Fariko Dragon camp. Guitarga just praying that his teammates can get the return, but no, they cannot. Once again, it gets picked up by Fariko Dragons. I'm expecting a 4-man defense here from Fariko Dragons. They've got apeX right where they want them. They are 2 flags up. And they have the comfort of losing a flag and still being in the lead.
And look at this. apeX are pretty much forced to go on towards a defensive situation. The only person that's moved up is McGee, and he was waiting for somebody to come out of loading bay, which is just not going to happen.
Yeah, I think apeX need to realize that they're just going to have to throw everything they've got this flag, because with only a minute left, even if they just want to take it to a tie and go to overtime, they need to secure 2 flags in less than a minute.
And that's going to be difficult, to say the least, especially versus a team that claims that they have never, ever lost a game of Dome, which is, of course, Fariko Dragons.
Unfortunately for us, we cannot disprove them. So
No, we can also not confirm them, though.
That is true. Oh, and Guitarga getting a little bit trigger happy, shooting his teammate. And it doesn't really matter what happens now.
Soon, though, we'll be able to see every single statistic for every event, so we'll be able to keep track of this.
Yeah, we'll just be panning through all T1 statistics,
Yes,
and we'll see, oh, he's won 50 times on this map, lost 20. Oh, what is this? Dome captured a flag, 100 wins, no losses.
As Fariko get themselves a cap, it's 3-0.
Yep. There we go, 3-0, absolutely dominating this particular game. What a convincing win.
That's going to be 2-3 in maps here for the Fariko Dragons, who continue their claim that they have never, ever, ever lost themselves a match on Carbon.
Well, we're going to be going onto a search and destroy game type. Do not rule Fariko Dragons out of this tournament yet. They're still trailing by 1 round, and that is purely due to the handicap. If we look at this grand final alone, they would actually be winning 2-1. And a quick look at the scoreboard there shows T1 playing absolutely brilliantly. Just going to leave it up so that everyone can see it, even though he was playing that objective role, running in, throwing himself into the line of the fire of some solid ACRs, McGee and Swanee. He was making the kills and he was capturing the flags.
We're going to move on to Search and Destroy on Carbon. Let's see what the apeX lineup has done. They have not played Carbon yet this entire tournament.
Wow. Well, this is going to be a first.
Dragons, on the other hand, have played Carbon.
Oh, okay. Wow.